Hello everybody, I hope you are well. It's Nick here back in the chair, and this one is on the Commodore Amiga. No, don't shoot me. This one is Fire and Forget 2, the Death Convoy. Now last week we reviewed Fire and Forget, which is a game best left forgotten. So if you have forgotten it, now here's the sequel. Hopefully it's a lot better, we can but hope. This was published by Titus Software in 1990, and the previous game, which we were trying to forget, was in 1988. It's a futuristic arcade shooter, here we go. You must prevent a convoy of vehicles from reaching Megapolis. Oh my god, it's a bit quick here. Where a terrorist group is placed and trying to blow up the city. Now, oh man, this is just about as bad. The graphics are a lot better, but the playability is awful as we try and destroy this convoy. The problem with the first game was it's very hard to see stuff until you're actually on top of it, and looks like, yeah, look at that. Exactly the same thing is happening here. Now you are driving a Thundermaster 2, if that's any relevance to you. The first game you had to keep collecting fuel to keep going. This one doesn't seem quite as bad on that front, but the playability again seems to be extremely lacking. It's one of those games where the screenshots could have convinced you, I think, it's a lot better than it actually is. Now look, now this game is based on seeing things and shooting them, but again it's random. You're just weaving backward and forward. It's sort of like Space Harrier random. How are you supposed to get good at this when you don't know, when you can't see stuff? Slow it down. Have a look at the first review if you can stomach it. This one's got music playing through, which is welcome, but the playability is absolutely terribly poor, and I've only been playing it for a couple of minutes. So let's just see if it gets any better. We'll try and get off level 1. Takes road blasters as its major influence, in that it's your car that you're shooting stuff. Destroy all the things in your way, avoid bombs and landmines on the road, and then get to the next stage. Now presumably there's going to be an end of level boss on this, but this is not fun at all. Would I gone back to it as a kid? Hell no. But compared to the first game, it's an absolute masterpiece. Now if you had Fire and Forget 2 or the first one back in the day, what's that thing? Then let me know. Yeah, see, look, didn't have any chance there, the thing just landed on me. So get a number of lives. See the cars flash at this point, that's because we're invincible for a small amount of time. Right, there's an end of level thing. Let's keep weaving and shooting that thing, and hopefully we'll get on to the next stage. Good. Right, there seems that there's frames missing. The frame rate is poor. Oh my god, what's this? You got me, he says. Anything else? You gonna say anything else, are you? Right, we got him. Whoever that was. So to stage 2, which looks exactly the same as stage 1, except the sky is red, where before it was blue. Gameplay is exactly the same. Now, if you like this game, let me know. Yeah, this is very Space Harrier, this bit. So we've got to shoot all them. They're a part of the convoy that are going to blow up Megapolis. Is that from Judge Dredd? Whoops. Right, okay, just keep weaving. And I've got blown up again. I don't know what killed me there. Slight pause before you get destroyed, so if you see a slight pause, it's impending death. So many racing games to choose from, no real reason to hunt out this. Titus Software weren't the best when it comes to games. They did the occasional good one, but quite a lot were mediocre. Graphically it looks okay, playability, there's no playability in this one. Your success will be random. It's the bit where someone tells me that they played it lots and lots as a kid, got a lot of nostalgia, and they did get a few tips. Well, if that is the case, let me know. A lot of the reviews on this channel is about how you would have played it in the first couple of goes and when you've gone back. Admittedly, as a kid, if you only had a few games, you would have played those games quite a lot, so you might have mastered the tactics and got more out of the game than what I am from just a few goes. But yeah, I mean, I don't like this. I do not like it at all. I would like the option to maybe turn the music off. There might be one somewhere, and just have the sound effects. Don't get me wrong, Road Blasters isn't the best conversion on the Amiga, but at least it's playable. Can get some fun there that what you're doing makes any difference. This is a bit like buying a lottery ticket. The numbers might come up, they might not. Doesn't look like my numbers have come up here. But on stage 2, if you do die, you get, I think you get a couple of credits, but we'll soon find that out. Let's destroy those jumping things, and hopefully get to the end of level boss again. But you've pretty much seen the whole game, I think. What's going to happen is the scenery is going to just keep changing from stage to stage. Now, of course, if you play this a lot back in the day and have completed it, let me know what happens at the end. Always interesting to know, because I'm not going to have the persistence to keep playing this, what I think is a rather poor game in terms of playability. Don't know any cheats for this one. It might be worth finding one out just to see what happens at the end, but don't spend a great deal of your time here. There's so many games to play nowadays, such a rich back catalogue, decades of work. There's no real reason to, I think, play this one at all. But good to see for historic purposes. There wasn't a Fire and Forget 3. It's not really a game that I want an HD remake. Let's just weave backward and forward and hopefully outfox this thing before it... Yeah, look, it just lands on you like a heat seeker. As far as I'm concerned, I'm sure we're heading towards Megapolis, but rather than drive too far on this, I'd rather let the whole city burn and maybe start a new town somewhere. But that's probably not in the spirit, and the people from Megapolis won't thank me for it. But they need a better council, they need a better defence perimeter rather than relying on just one silly ship. Kaboom! Yeah. Do you like this? I don't. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like the first one either, and look, there's Megapolis blowing up in the background, which means we've failed our mission. Fire and Forget 2, the Death Convoy. I'd rather be a part of the Death Convoy, that seems quite good fun. Right, we'll make this our last go, just so the review's got some sort of decent length. Yeah, so we will hit quite a few stinker games, the occasional good one, quite a lot of mediocre ones. Still a good few good ones to hit, I think. We've got loads on the list. Quite often when I put up a game, people will suggest other games to review, and so yeah, we've still got a huge list of things to come to. Can't so often get some ones to work, but we'll keep persisting and we'll keep going. The Commodore Amiga. That was my second computer I ever owned, brought up on the ZX Spectrum 48K, then went to the Commodore Amiga. So yeah, I had one 8-bit computer and one 16-bit computer. That's all how it goes, but it's good now with modern technology. We have a chance to actually play these games again. Quite a lot of the games back in the day you wouldn't have heard of, or we weren't rich so we couldn't buy all of them. Friends might have had them, but it's good just to actually see them all. Gradually, not saying I'm going to review everything, but it's all there on YouTube and various other retro gaming channels. It's a vibrant community, so check that out. Whatever game you type in will probably be reviewed or played by someone somewhere. We've reviewed a few hundred Commodore Amiga games, and long may it continue. We're never going to run out, are we? Because I think there's the public domain as well. PD games, as it's called back in the day. A few good ones there too, maybe we can touch on. How am I doing in this game? Well, it's random again. I'm just weaving backward and forward, shooting, going off the road every now and again. I don't really feel like I'm playing it too much. I feel like I'm a bit of a passenger, and everything I do is inconsequential. But we avoided that thing anyway. Just keep moving back and forward. Hopefully we'll kill it. No real tactics here. Road holding of this car's good. I think our tyres will be shot to pieces by now. Yep, it's got us in the end. We knew that was going to happen. This music now is starting to get on my nerves. Originally I thought it was good. Now it's starting to annoy me. But you can see, can't you? It's like Road Blasters meets Space Harrier. And that was pretty much random as well, but it was a classic from the arcade, so I can let that go. Reviewed Space Harrier on quite a few systems. I think my favourite one so far. It's a toss-up between the Sega Mega Drive and the Game Boy Advance. They were both good versions. Spectrum was a bit messy. Amiga didn't seem like it could handle it, or was attempting a bit too much, but the essence was there. This is more like I wouldn't mind this as a demo on a magazine, but as a full-price game, no. See, it leaves a lot to be desired. We're in the future. This music probably could have worked on the Speedball game as one of the menu music, but yeah. Right, we're getting to the end now. Hopefully, this looks like an end of level sort of boss. Oh, look at that. What chance did we had? Slim and none, I would say. As we use... Oh, what's going on there? Give me a chance, just using all my lives there. Look, that's just stupid. That's not fair. Well, you know, I just regenerated there and I had no chance of doing nothing to nobody. I think that's game over. There we go. There's Megapolis blowing up in the distance again, and we failed to save them. Sorry, folks. Game over. Game over. There I am, looking at the desert, and it's all my fault. In some Mad Max apocalypse, and the whole city has gone to asunder. Hey, there's me, looking good. Looks like I'm about to play a game with Speedball there, but there we go. I would prefer to play a game of Speedball. Speedball 2 Brutal Deluxe was one of my favourite games on the Commodore Amiga. Shall we forget this, or shall we have a quick go? I think we'll have one last quick go, and then we'll say goodbye to it, because that's all it deserves, really. Occasionally you might pick up fuel on this, but I don't think the gameplay is going to vary too much. Let's see how much I've learnt. Let's do a bit of weaving. Yeah. It's not fun, is it? Da 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 da. Yeah. I mean, there's a few stinker racing games. Crazy Cars 2. I think that was Titus as well. Fire and forget the first one. This one isn't great shakes, although it probably would have fooled quite a lot of people from the screenshots that it was pretty good. So a few people might have bought this in error, or asked for it for Christmas in error. That's quite disappointing. Yes. Sometimes it's a relief getting destroyed in this. I feel no affinity to Megaopolis. I'd rather they blow up than persevere with this. No traffic coming in the opposite direction, so maybe no one can fall cars at this stage. I don't know if there's a later stage where the car can actually fly. Maybe that's something I'm missing. But on the box artwork and on the graphics at the start of here, which I don't think I've showed you, it did look like it was flying. Can this thing take off? Let me know. I don't think it can. If it could though, that would make it a little bit more interesting. Opportunity missed, I think. By doing up and down on the joystick, it's not taking off, so it looks like this thing is staying strictly on the road. Oh god, how poor is this? Random. I might as well just not be looking at the screen, going left, right, up, down, left, right, fire, and just hoping for the best. I think I might destroy this car on purpose so we can get out of here. We've pretty much seen all the game has to offer. There's not much more going on. You'll get end-level bosses on each stage, and they'll look fairly similar. There's this thing here that hovers above you, and then unless you move, it lands on you and crushes you, a bit like that. I think I'm crushed. Is it? It's Megaopolis. Watch for the mushroom cloud. 1, 2, boom. Right. Okay. Let's just go somewhere else. Well, you know, what can you say about that really? Graphically okay. Frame rate appalling. Is an improvement on the first game. Not much to love here. Playability is extremely minimal, much like the first game, and it is a relief to see game over. So we'll leave that there. It's another game for you to try and forget. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Fire and Forget 2 with the Death Convoy, published by Titus Software in 1990. Not a very good racer or addictive at all. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Really love reading your comments, what you think about the games. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.